State House has become a crime scene. Last 2 weeks ago, 15,000 young people were there. They were each given 2,000 as a bribe so that they can say 2-term. Corruption is being practiced in the highest office in the land in broad daylight. The deputy president is carrying money with sacks, bribing women, bribing young people to say 2-term. And then the president is here pretending that he can fight corruption. Where does he start? When he was talking in that meeting, after the meeting, he gave those MPs each 100,000. After complaining that they're asking for money for, and he doesn't want corruption, why was he giving them 100,000? Those MPs have salaries. Why was he giving him money? So what I'm saying is, and Yvonne, when we get to the right discussion, we must discuss where we are as a country. It's because against the advice of Uhuru Kenyatta and many people that we are going to elect William Ruto and he's a corrupt man, and we'll cry. We are crying. And I myself take blame because I ignored it. I thought it's propaganda. And corruption has become a way of life. Corruption is the modus operandi in our administration, and State House is a crime scene, and bribery is a major policy of this administration.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about a promise that was made when this administration came to power, about 39 days before the election. President Ruto, whom you served as running mate, promised the formation of a state capture inquiry in the country. You're on the record yourself as accusing former President Uhuru Kenyatta of state capture. This promise was made that it would be done within the first 30 days. You were DP within those 30 days. Those 30 days lapsed, and to date, we still don't have a state capture inquiry.
It will not happen.
What changed yours and the president's mind on this?
Once we reached State House, William Ruto was no longer the same man we knew. The man changed. The man changed. And I can tell you for a fact, he changed. Before we were elected, he was in his home every week. Every week he was here taking tea up to midnight. Since he became president, he has never come back here. Even when we did not have issues for a year, we were quite free and friendly. He never came back here. He was too busy taking over and capturing the state. And when we get to the real business, I'll tell you how William Ruto has captured the state. So he could not agree to have a commission for state capture because he intended to do it himself. And he has perfected it and actually overdone it to a point that the country is almost crumbling, to a point where now children cannot go to school because there is no money for capitation, to a point where people now are paying money to ghost hospitals, to a point where public money is being stolen and given to the deputy president to go and bribe people in broad daylight without being ashamed. You know what is shocking me? Impunity. A president here is talking about corruption. His deputy every day is spending 10 million every day. Money that of course he has not earned, money that cannot come from his salary or his businesses, and everybody knows this is stolen money. And they are doing it with brazen impunity without caring what the people of Kenya are saying. So corruption has become a way of life.